What happens when you combine irresponsible fire safety, a washed-out rock star, and an overstuffed nightclub? You get this.
Did you see it? Watch again. Right there. In 15 seconds, this fire will engulf the entire stage. In 5 minutes, 100 people will be dead. Great White was the epitome of trashy 80s glam metal. Glam metal was a genre defined by big hair, big attitudes, tight clothing, and controversial lyrics. Few bands, however, garnered the success that Great White did.
They were first formed in 1977 after vocalist Jack Russell met guitarist Mark Kindle while they were both working the club scenes of LA. They went through many different names, calling themselves Highway, Livewire, and The Wires for various stints. They didn't, however, get much success at first. In 1979, Jack was involved in a botched armed robbery and was sentenced to 8 years in prison. The band continued to play without Russell, this time billed as Dante Fox. After 18 months in prison, Jack was released on good behavior and soon returned to the group.
They continued to perform as Dante Fox until 1982, when future Guns N' Roses manager Alan Nevin offered to record a set of demos for them, this time under the name Great White. While still performing in clubs, their first EP, Out of the Night, was released in 1983, receiving heavy airtime on Los Angeles radio station KMET. They soon went from performing at half-empty bars to performing in concert halls and nightclubs with audiences of well over 1,000 people. After a massive tour of the LA club scene, they finally hit it big with a concert at Six Flags Magic Mountain. They were soon superstars, touring with Whitesnake, Judas Priest, and Dokken. In 1987, their album Once Bitten was certified platinum, meaning they sold over 1 million records. This 1989 sequel, Twice Shy, sold over 2 million records, being certified twice. They promoted this Grammy-nominated album with a massive tour featuring Iron Maiden, Bon Jovi, Rat, Halloween, Anthrax, and Kiss. Their next album, Hooked, was still successful, but suffered because of its controversial cover. Great White soon split into two groups, Jack Russell's Great White and Mark Kindle's The Great White. These were barely anything more than cover bands, only playing the group's original hits. By the mid-90s, Great White was nothing but a burning memory. The next chapter of our story takes place in West Warwick, Rhode Island. This sleepy New England town was founded in 1913 and was known for its mills. In fact, what would later become the station nightclub was, in fact, a mill. The building was purchased in 2000 by Michael and Jeffrey Dedarian. Jeff Dedarian was a news reporter and used the nightclub to get extra funds for his family. His brother Michael was the co-owner and acted as bouncer and bartender. In 2003, Jack Russell had decided to do a comeback tour. One of his stops on his 18-night tour was the station. Jack and Kindle had, at this point, reunited and were performing as Jack Russell's Great White. Their backup guitarist was Ty Longley. At 11:07 p.m. on February 20th, 2003, a total of 462 people were inside the building. Great White took the stage. Mark Kindle began playing the opening riffs to their hit single, Desert Moon. The pyrotechnics go off. Little does the audience know that the soundboard is flammable. In 5 minutes, 100 people will be dead. After 15 seconds, Mark grabs the microphone and exclaims, "That's not good." Soon, the entire crowd rushes for the doors. The station has 4 exits, one by the stage, one by the front, and 2 by the kitchen. The audience only knows about the front. As the audience runs towards the front, they get stuck in a choke point in the hallway. Bodies pile up. People start melting. In 5 minutes, 100 people are dead. The first people to exit were lucky. They didn't have to smell the burning bodies. The smoke hadn't even reached them at this point. As they exited, the screams began to sound. Smoke began to pour from the behind of the building. The entire stage was ablaze. The dance floor was next. Panicked survivors stumbled blindly through the snow. They were blinded by the black, tar-like smoke emitting from the windows. This smoke is noxious. To the people inside, they have about 15 seconds to live. Bodies have started piling up just in the first minute alone. This is hell on earth. Why? Why did this happen? Why am I showing you this footage? It's because it needs to be told. These people, they didn't deserve to die. They came here looking for a good time, but in reality, what they got was a fate worse than any we will ever experience. Or at least I sure hope so. I'm not going to show you the full footage. It's graphic and disturbing. You're lucky I'm not even giving you sound, but I will show you photographs of the aftermath. If you are disturbed by body bags or anything of that matter, I'd recommend you look away now. These were real people, and their story deserves to be told.